Okay, what's up everyone? It's Speed Racer of Speed Racer 456V Productions. Yes, it is me. Hello. I'm coming to you with a Transformers video review. This one is a first in my case, seeing as it's a Transformers Prime video review. But regardless, here is the figure in question. It is the new Transformers Prime Cyberverse Legion class Bumblebee. I've just picked him up from my local Argos store, seeing as Argos is the only place to get the Transformers Prime figures here in the UK. And it is a very, very nice vehicle mode. There's a red Autobot symbol emblazed just underneath the grille. But unsurprisingly though, just like every Legends class or Deluxe class release of Bumblebee, he suffers from visible head syndrome, or VHS for short. The weapon he comes with is this red translucent weapon, which, as you can see by the tips of the gun, is made out of this very flexible and I suppose quite easy to break plastic. But yeah, and it is very, very detailed. I would zoom in to show you the detail, but my camera is absolutely rubbish when it comes up to zooming in and keeping things in focus. So yeah. What's really interesting though is it has a hole right here, and the purpose of that hole is the more weapons that you get from the Transformers Prime Cyberverse line, you get to combine them together till you get one huge ass gun. So that's pretty interesting. But back to Bumblebee. It is a very, very nice vehicle mode, loosely based off a Chevrolet Camaro, underline the loosely. Different design though for the racing stripes, as you can see. No painted rear window or rear lights. For everything on the front has been taken care of, including headlights, window and the engine block. And that is actually a very, very nicely detailed engine block. I've just had a closer look at it and it's very, very nicely detailed. As you can see on Bumblebee, there are 3 ports on him. What you can do is you can take the lower handle on the gun, and this looks absolutely ridiculous, but you can plug the gun onto either the roof of the vehicle or onto either door panel, which just looks even more ridiculous. So transformation is very, very simple. So simple, in fact, I didn't even need to look at the instruction sheet that came with this figure to learn how to transform. I just whipped him out of the box and worked out the transformation for myself, and it is a fairly simple transformation. It comes to the doors. And what you want to do is you want to rotate those all the way out, taking the wheel with it, and the wheel will get pushed up into where the head is. But this other arm doesn't seem to want to come. There we go. So like that. And you come to the legs, you split them. Then you take the rear wheel arch, fold them forward, and you repeat the process on the other side. As so and as so. And you want to take the entire front section, if you can, like that, until you reveal his head. And you want to cut to the shoulders and rotate his arms down. And then there he is. There is Cyberverse Legion class Bumblebee in his robot mode. And I really actually like the robot mode. It is very, very nice, very detailed. The head sculpt is very, very TV series accurate. And again, I would zoom in on it to see if the camera will focus on it. It's not really clearing it up, but it's a very, very TV-esque head sculpt. If you have this figure, you'll know what I mean when I say that. Articulation-wise, the legs are on a ball joint, so they swing So they swing all the way forwards. They don't really necessarily go all the way back because they're hindered by a few pegs on the roof. But if you move them out by the thigh, then they can sort of go back. No knee articulation, obviously, because it's a Cyberverse Legion class figure. The foot is fully posable, so you can take his foot all the way to the back. I have no idea why you'd want to do that. And then you can take them all the way up like that, but that's prior to transformation. And the arms from the shoulder outward are on a ball joint, so they can go a full 360 and they can go inwards and outwards out there. And if you sort of, and there's also some shoulder pivot as well in the pin joint that is holding the wheels on. So like that. So yeah, that's interesting. Now what you can do is you can take his gun and you can plug it into his hands. Either hand will do. But yeah, you can plug it into his hand like that. That's how he was in the box with his with the gun in the hand. Or you can have it more show accurate and plug the gun into the side of the arm, which just looks much better in my opinion. It looks more screen accurate. Obviously, of course, I don't like the colour of the gun, which is a big disappointment, but regardless. And then, no idea why you'd want to do this again. There's also a second handle where I guess he could hold his, so that he's like got some sort of axe type thing. It doesn't actually have any axe blades. I suppose you could do that, but again, that just looks completely ridiculous. So yeah, now to transform him back into vehicle mode, you take the front section, fold it up, visible head syndrome, and then you come to the legs, plug them together, get the pegs on the back of the legs lined up with a pair of crevices here in the roof. You fold the feet up as so, rotate the arms downward, and rotate them inward until this small clip here is in under the wheel arch, and you pull everything back on that little pin joint there. Just pull it on back. Just squeeze everything together and make sure nothing falls apart. And there is Cyberverse Legends class Bumblebee back in his vehicle mode. And I really like this figure. Fair play. First impressions out of the box, this figure is very good. If you're a fan of the Transformers Prime franchise and have been following the series like I have, by all means pick up the figure. If you're a huge fan of Bumblebee, definitely pick up the figure. In fact, I know a friend of mine in school, in the same year as me, who's also apparently a big Bumblebee fan, but I think he was just messing around with me, to be perfectly honest. I think he was just toying with my mind. But yeah, if you're watching this, this is the figure for you. And also too, I suppose this is a good figure for you if you just like cars that are yellow in general, with black racing stripes. They also come with, say, little red translucent dual-barrel guns. But yeah, until next time, folks, this has been Speed Racer of Speed Racer 456 Speed Productions, saying thank you for watching, and until the next review, bye-bye.